Very well.
Visible? Oh,
Yeah, visible. So, from where to read? I think, yeah. No, before, Prabhu, before I think. Can every day you can make note of it, Prabhu, so that we can save our time. Yeah. Go down, go down. We may apply intelligence. Yeah, correct. This one we have read. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, correct. Instead of wasting our energy from here, we have to read. Now, next time you put the some mark so that you have clarity. Okay, so can someone read? And also, I request devotees to put the video on if possible. So we have today Sagar Prabhu and Adarsh Prabhu also joining. Welcome both of them. So, possible, can you have your video also?
my video is on, right? Oh.
Sagar Prabhu's video is not on. Sagar and Adarsh Prabhu.
Now, instead of wasting our energy to supply ourselves with so many facilities and modern amenities, we should apply intelligence to understand who and what we are.
Wait a
We
minute.
do not like to.
So, energy is same, the amount of energy what we're going to get in this life, it's same. I mean, it's kind of fixed. So now, instead of wasting our time to just get into, making the arrangement for facilities and modern amenities and everything, but rather it can use our energy and intelligence to understand who we are and what we are. So, of course, when we employ our intelligence for that purpose, then Lord can supply extra energy also. Yeah. Like what Prabhupada could achieve, not possible, not feasible much by any ordinary human being, right? So Lord can empower the Jiva much more also. So Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, Krishna says also. So the point is that our intelligence and our energy, we should see that how we can use it for Krishna consciousness. Yeah. So then all our other things, whatever other things we have to do, where we have to make some arrangement. So that should be around that, around our purpose of becoming Krishna conscious and expanding the mission of Srila Prabhupada. And around that, we can expertly use the intelligence to manage everything. Like Prabhupada says in Bhagavad Gita, one should mold one's life in such a way that we can not forget Krishna even for a moment also. So this is how we can use our intelligence. So intelligence is required for everything. So one should use intelligence for arranging his life in such a way that the ultimate purpose of life is fulfilled. Not that we lose the purpose and then we get busy, and we keep applying our intelligence and energy. So many varieties of better engagements and trying to accumulate the facilities and amenities and comfort. And simply then at the end of life, we have to simply live. Because all those things will go away. Prabhupada says in a lecture, either comforts will leave you or you will leave the comfort. That won't remain with you. It's all going to be there only till you have this material body which you are living right now. And that is like at the end of that, everything is taken away. Your wife, children, home, amenities, facilities, degree, everything is taken away. So nobody can say no. Nobody can say no. Money won't work there. Like in COVID time, money did not work. Did money work? No. People had so much money, but that did not work. When death came, you have to surrender like that. So because death is actually Supreme Personality of Godhead. So and death that is there at any moment. It's not like death is going to come later. No, death can come any moment. It's like when there is some sword hanging here like this, and also any moment it can cut you like that. So death is like that only. It's always there like that because death very near. Any moment can cut our throat. It's like that. It's not that in young age when I'm studying in MIT, I'm studying in Harvard, when I'm in USA earning big money, then death will not come to me. It's not like that. Even a very healthy fellows also have got some kind of issue and they died also. Something attacks them or they meet an accident or anything can happen. So sometimes they get diagnosed with some kind of thing and within 2 months, over. That also has happened. We have seen that. So we should never think that, no, I'm not going to die. So why this thing is spoken like that? So that one becomes very serious in not using his vital energy, human form of life, for any other purpose than becoming Krishna conscious. All other things what we do, there should be a purpose of becoming Krishna conscious. Like somebody earning money, somebody taking care of household, somebody maybe uh, doing his master, whatever one is doing. So everything should have a Krishna conscious purpose. You cannot lose your track on having fixity on the purpose of Krishna consciousness. That should not happen. So if you're not clear, better to approach Vaishnavas and get clarification. But how Prabhu I should how should have the purpose of Krishna consciousness through what I'm doing right now. At least that much we should have clarity. Otherwise, one will be lost. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead. We do not we do not like to
We do
suffer.
not like to suffer, but we should understand why suffering is being forced on us by so-called knowledge. We have simply succeeded in manufacturing the atomic bomb. Thus, the killing process has been accelerated. We are so proud to think that this is advancement of knowledge, but if we can manufacture something that can stop death, we can really advance in knowledge. We have really advanced in knowledge. Death is already there in material nature, but we are so eager to promote it by killing everyone at one drop. Is called Maya Paratha Jana, knowledge carried away by illusion.
Yeah, so we are making so much of advancement in knowledge, but by that they have only accelerated that. We are approaching that more fast. This is what we have made advancement proposition. So if you are actually making advancement of knowledge, then better you stop that. No? So that is something of real worth. You have made some advancement. That is actual knowledge. So this Vidya, Rajapiyam, Pavitram, Uttamam, Pratakcha, Gom Dharmam, Susram, Kartumabhyam. So this Vidya or Vidya, the knowledge of Gita and Bhagavatam. This knowledge, if you cultivate and if you live life as per that, then this will help you to stop cycle of birth and death. That is real advancement of knowledge. So that knowledge is not cannot be stolen by. I mean, that knowledge is no. It's actually it will cut the maya. It will cut the illusion. But this knowledge people have made actually this knowledge is maya pratagyana is told because this is carried away. The knowledge is carried away by illusion. Basically, that knowledge which is bereft of any real value because this knowledge is stolen by Maya. So he is apparently being very knowledgeable, but actually he has that has no substance. Rather, it is simply illusion, and person is simply getting accelerated more fast. I mean, is more accelerated towards death. Life is more. I mean, he is more approaching, much more swifter towards death. Go ahead, Dasura. Somebody else can read.
Prabhu, just can I add one more thing here and
Yes.
you can validate? Is it also like knowledge in this materialistic world is very temporary, right? The knowledge you have today might not be valid or might not be that important after a decade or so. Like it gets
Yes.
outdated, basically.
Correct. That's called relative knowledge.
Relative
Temporary and
knowledge, yeah.
relative knowledge. Yes, that
Yeah,
is true.
yeah.
And that is called the knowledge of Gita and Bhagavad is called absolute knowledge. Yeah.
Absolute knowledge, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, relative knowledge. Why it is called relative knowledge? Because it gives you some kind of feeling that now this way I will become happy. This way I will become better. But the point is again relative. Like you think that okay, by developing a city, I will be more comfortable. Okay, you may feel that you're comfortable for some time. You may have AC and everything. Though it is hot somewhere, but you may find very nice. But the point is, then again, later after some time, you get terrible diseases because of living in an artificial way, and then you suffer like anything. So it leads to some sort of apparently happiness relatively, and then again it leads to tremendous misery because then you develop some sickness, brittleness of the bone, and the many issues with all this artificial way of living. So that's how this all relative knowledge, and what you said is correct, and also this knowledge doesn't lead to the solving the real problems of life. That's a very important thing to understand. So the eternal knowledge can help us to solve these problems, real problems of life, and can help us to be situated in our eternal position. That is the main thing. And this knowledge, what we have got, as you said, is temporary. It is it's relative, and it doesn't solve the problems of life, real problems of life. It only can have some patch-up solutions. So that's why, and rather sometimes it increases the problems. Is the progress and it accelerates the death. Yes, Prabhu. Good reflection. Go ahead next. Somebody else can read.
The asuras, the demons, and the proclaimed atheists actually challenge God. If it were not for our Supreme Father, we would not see the light of day. So, what is the point of challenging him? In the Vedas, it is stated that there are two classes of men, the Devas and the Asuras, the demigods and the demons. Who are the Devas? The devotees of the Supreme Lord are called Devas because they also become like God, whereas those who defy the authority of the Supreme are called Asuras or demons. These two classes are always found in human society.
Yes. So Asuras and demons. So can you just tell me now who are called Devas and who are called Asuras? Who will tell?
Devotees.
Devotees are called Asuras?
Devotees are devas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Devotees and atheist, like atheists are who do not.
yeah, so
Do-
yes, Prabhu. In a more simpler manner, those who defy the authority of the Lord, basically the theists, they're called Asuras. And those who align with the Lord, they're called Devas, Asuras. So Rajshambhu says in a simple language, जो सुर में सुर मिलाए, भगवान के सुर में सुर मिलाए वो सुर, और जो भगवान के सुर में सुर ना मिलाए वो असुर. He said like that. Okay, we'll go ahead. Just as there are, somebody else can read.
Just as there are four types of miscreants who never surrendered to Krishna. There are four Krishna. There are four types of fortunate men who worship him, and they are categorized in the next verse. Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukritin arjuna arto yajna surartarthi jnani cha bharatarshaba. O best among the Bharatas, Arjuna, four kinds of pious men render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desirer of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. Gita
Yes, Prabhu.
7.
So yeah, so now so see when you also work in this world, I mean we are trying to preach the message of Lord, then you can see you'll meet such kind of people. Like four category of the people which before was mentioned. What are the four categories? Somebody remembers? Before who don't surrender to Krishna. Namam. Anybody knows the verse? Namam Dushkritano Mudha. That verse somebody knows?
Yeah, Nama Dushkritino Muda Naradhama Maya Paritagyan.
Yeah. So Dushkritana. First is about miscreant. Dushkritana. Then Mudha. Then Mudha Prapadyante Naradhama. Naradhama. Lowest among the mankind. Then Maya Pratagyana. Yeah, Maya Pratagyana. So like that. So like I gave the example of Maya Pratagyana. And also Asuram Bhava Mashrita. Asuri Bhava Mashrita. So the Namam Duskritana Mudha, Prapadyante Naradhama. Naradhama, Mudha, then Maya Pratagyana and Asuram Bhava. Asurim Bhava. So all these are miscreant actually. All of them are miscreant. You understand? No? So yeah, so like I was giving the example of professor, some very high, highly intellectual and scholarly professor, let's say. Now he's having so much of knowledge, but Maya Pratagyana, but his knowledge is stolen by Maya, right? Like that. So it actually has no understanding of life. He thinks that this body is all in all. He doesn't have any understanding of soul and body difference. The proper understanding. This fellow is a big professor, but he can't understand even that this soul and body are different. He's not able to understand. An ordinary farmer can understand. So immediately can understand Maya Pratyaya, can understand this. Same way, lowest among mankind. How do you understand lowest among mankind? Naradhama. Yes? You remember? Amar Prabhu. I think Amar Prabhu was there during that time.
My notes say that Naradama don't use human form of life to revive their relationship with Krishna.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So, yes, that is true. Prabhupada says this point there. that they have that opportunity by which they can revive the relationship with Krishna, but they will not utilize that. So they become Naradha. Right? Correct. Yes. So you can actually understand that how they are into one of these categories. No? And you should educate them. You should see their pulse if they're ready, and it can help them some way. So many times these people may not be interested sometimes, but you have to still think about how to increase the sukriti. You have to still think about it. So we may not able to do much if they are very envious also. So they are not surrendering to Krishna. They may be very envious sometimes. So they may not be ready to hear. But if any one of them, becomes little inquisitive, become ready to hear, because of those four reasons, further it will be explained. No? Sukritivan. So now, if you invest on Sukriti, then this four category, if they come into any of these four categories, they may surrender to Krishna also. So now they did not have Sukriti enough. So now your responsibility, you help them to get Sukriti. Some way, you have to check their pulse and see how they can get Sukriti. Then they should be able to come to this verse. What is that verse? Chaturvida bhajante mam. These four categories of people. The Sukritina, okay. Artho, Jigyasu, Artharthi, Jnani. So these four categories, they may be able to come then eventually. That may happen. So this is what is our goal. And there are always people who have the four category people who have already Sukriti. They should be able to also take up Krishna consciousness. They are our ready-made people. And other fellows, they should see how they can develop Sukriti. You understand? No? So, but among those who are not surrendered to Krishna, those who don't have enough Sukriti, they may be very highly envious. So we have to keep distance. Then we can also help them to develop Sukriti by a different way. Like we can help them somehow to get prasadam. We can somehow tactfully engage them in some service to some Vaishnava. Something like that. Very unknown way. Some Agya Sukriti may be given to those people also. You can pray for them from distance. Like that. But a devotee always should think that how I can increase the Sukriti of people. That's the point. Yes, Prabhu. I think we'll stop here. It's already time. So we'll not go further. We'll stop here. But thank you so much for joining today, Sagar Prabhu and Adarsh Prabhu was there. He left it. But anyway, so please keep joining every day. Very good. Actually, it's not about just coming at 9:40 and just leaving 20 minutes. The point is that very great, wonderful revelations will happen if you just come together and read Prabhupada books. Because it is all divine thing. And some very nice things may come up from yourself also. Like you may share some nice point and all. Because Krishna will act when we follow the instruction of our superiors. Shambhu expects that if all of us can come together and read like this. So very wonderful things will happen. Little drop, one drop, one drop, keep adding. You'll find that bucket is full eventually. You see sometimes one drop keeps dropping. Put a bucket, morning you can take a full bath. Same way, this 20 minutes, you can read, and you'll see that so many Prabhupada books will go. So it's very short and sweet, but a lot of achievement will happen. Spiritual advancement will happen. So please make sure that you can find time. 20 minutes, not much. We'll make it like precise 20 minutes, and we can have some reflections from you also while this goes on. And I'm telling you, it will become very wonderful, become very, very relishable. Just keep coming. Sanghe Shakti Kalyuge. If you don't assemble, then that Shakti will not be there. Ekaki Amar Nahi Paebar. Harinama Sankirtana. So alone will not able to much. But together all of us will come, we'll get together, we'll generate a lot of Shakti. Okay,
Yeah.
so please try to join as much as possible. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Virat, Amar Prabhu, I'm sharing you this one. I mean, the link for the today's book reading. You can share it to those who wish to hear. I mean, you can put in the group.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
No, this is repeated again. Okay, I'm just sharing you now. Yes, you got it. You can just copy this and can put in the group.
Okay, yeah, bro. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.